Welcome to Real Estate Grad School. We coach experienced real estate agents to create and build the habits and systems that rapidly increase your income, build your team, and allow you a much greater peace of mind. I'm Rich Levin. I've been coaching experienced real estate agents for over 20 years to exceptional success. Come and learn. Because fewer and fewer agents will be marketing, and because the market's tough, so people have a little less attention span to do that. So your marketing right now is going to be most important. So we're going to focus on that for a while. So here we go. Marketing is making your name known. Marketing is making your name known in ways that motivate people to contact you. That middle sentence, that wide middle sentence, is the key. Your marketing is not just making your name more known. That's the second priority. The first priority is your marketing needs to motivate people to contact you. Making your name more known in ways that motivate people and more and more and more. Once you're marketing well, you market more. Making your name more known in ways that motivate people to contact you about real estate. Not just to contact you and say, gosh, thank you so much for the Merry Christmas wishes, but they're contacting you because they're thinking of you as real estate. That's just a repetition of that, making your name known in ways that motivate people to contact you about real estate. And I said yesterday, that's very nice, but not very helpful. Because what do you do with that? So now we're going to begin getting into specifically what to do with that. So as we begin, you're going to be making some choices today and over the next few days. So I strongly suggest, I recommend, if I could insist, I would insist, that you get something to write with, which you can make notes. Get something to make notes on or notes with. Just take a moment to do that now. I'm going to dedicate more time and attention to the choices you make. So as I ask you to make choices, I'm going to ask you to send them to me so that I can actually spend more time on the things that more of you have chosen. So I ask that you send me your choices as we make them. Wait till the end of the webinar, because there may be multiple choices in one webinar. I'm not doing that to hold you accountable. If it helps to hold you accountable, great. I'm doing it because then I will focus and dedicate more time and attention on those that more of you choose. Now, if you've chosen something and you don't tell me about it, you may get ignored. But the more of you that tell me what you're working on, which choices you're making, the more I'm going to focus our first 15s on those topics. So be sure to send them when I ask you to. Okay, marketing. First, you need to choose the way you will market. And we're going to take a big step in that direction today. You need to choose the way you will market. You want to choose a way that's most comfortable and most effective to accomplish your goal. And remember, the goal is that the people receiving your information, your marketing, will contact you about real estate. Now, I put that 60% and 40% because 60% of your choices need to be the most comfortable for you. Because if it's not comfortable, you're not going to do it. But 40% have to be most effective. You're going to be somewhat uncomfortable sometimes. Hopefully not, but it's likely to happen. You're going to need to suffer that discomfort to make your marketing effective. But most comfortable is a high priority. Hope it doesn't make you too uncomfortable. Effectiveness is based on effectiveness. Did I say this on the next slide? No. Effectiveness is based on the people who respond to you, the people that contact you about real estate, the leads you get, the sales you make. Now, there are 4 easy choices. The criteria for making these choices is, and I'm just repeating myself, this is not new. The criteria for determining those choices is your comfort and the effectiveness. So the criteria you want to use as we go through these choices are comfort and effectiveness. Now, I showed you this yesterday. This This is the categories of choices. First of all, the way you market. There are a handful of ways to market, and within those, there's a bunch of other choices. But I'm going to make this very easy for you to choose. I'm going to show you each one, describe it, and then over time go into the details on how to do it. So you make sure, you might write this down, that you get a 400 to 500% minimum return on your investment. That means that if you spend $100 on marketing, that you get at least $400 or $500 back. If you spend $1,000 on marketing, you can directly see that that $1,000 made you back $4,000 or $5,000. I want you to be sure that you are keeping track of certain things, like when people call you, how and why they called you. So when somebody calls and after you speak with them and work on converting the lead, you say, how did you happen to call me? So that you'll know what the source of that is. You know where your marketing is working best. Second choice, who to target. There's only two choices. You're going to probably end up doing both of them, but you're going to start with one. We may cover that today. So the fact that there's only two choices makes that easy. Third choice, what's your message? Now, there's only one message. It's really not the truth. There's one main message. Then there are messages in some of the pieces you send, and you'll learn more about that. But there's only one main message, so that's really easy. And then what media do you use? And that's easy because your choice of media is based on the way you market up above. So as you choose, if you're going to market by direct mail, then your media will be postcards or letters. Okay? If you're going to market by social media, if you're going to market by the internet, your choice may be social media. It may be Google AdWords. So depending on the choice you make of how you're going to market, that will dictate the media you use. But as I said, those of you that know me, the better you know me, the more you know that I make things extremely easy for you to learn and to implement. I taught first grade. Out of college, I put myself through college as a tennis pro, and I paid for my college from my tennis earnings. And then from college, I graduated with an education degree, and I taught first grade. And so I've learned one of the things I was known for in that arena of teaching first grade was my ability to simplify things to their level. Now, hopefully I don't make them that simple for you, but I do pride myself in my ability to simplify things and make them easier for you to be able to implement. Okay, there are 4 easy choices. The criteria for those choices is comfort and effectiveness. We're going to start with the way you market. And again, I make this choice very easy for you. Now we're going to do one part of this choice now, a major part. Here we go. By the end of the next slide, not this slide, by the end of the next slide, it's important that you choose one of these ways. At the end of the next slide, it's important that you choose one of these ways to market. Make a commitment for that one. It's one of the things I'm going to ask you to send to me. And what kind of commitment do you want to make? Make a commitment that you will do with religious consistency. You will, like taking medication that keeps you alive, that you will do this with religious consistency. I could say medical consistency for at least 6 months to the end of March 2024. 6 months. Now that doesn't mean you're going to do something more than you can handle. Doesn't mean it's going to occupy all your time. If it's a mailing, maybe once every 2 months, three mailings in the next 6 months, maybe once every month. If it's posting, I'm not going to suggest you post every day until you started posting once a week, once every 2 weeks. So you're going to have just religious consistency or medical consistency at a level that you choose that's comfortable and effective for you. Again, the criteria for your choice of which way to market is your comfort and effectiveness. So let's get started with that choice. The ways to market, choose one and email your choice to me. Here we go. The first one is direct mail. Direct mail is postcards, letters, property need letters. When you choose it as your way to market, you're going to make some decisions about how often you're going to be mailing. So when I say you're going to make a commitment for 6 months, let's say you're sending postcards. Are you going to send one a month, one every other month, one every 3 months? Okay, once in 6 months isn't consistency. You're going to make a decision about postcards or letters or property need letters. If you have property need letters, you make a commitment that every time you have a buyer that can't find a property they're looking for, you will send a property need letter. And if you have so many buyers that's just impossible, like you're getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 buyers a week, please God, I hope that's happening for you, then you're going to make a decision that once a week you'll send a property need letter, once every 2 weeks or once a month. My point is, if you choose direct mail, what you're committing to is to have some religious or medical consistency around the frequency of your marketing. Quality will increase as we go along. Personal networking, literally going to activities, clubs, organizations, causes, activities. If you like to bar hop, if you like to go out to restaurants, if you like to just drop in on businesses, if you belong to any clubs or organizations, Rotary Club or whatever, book club, organizations that you belong to, churches and religious affiliations, causes, gay rights, human rights, cancer society, anything, volunteering, personal networking can be a choice. But I'm going to ask you to organize that a little bit more consciously so that we're really making it work for your business. Social media. Now that could be LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or there may be some other platforms that you want to be on. Again, you'll just make a commitment that for 6 months, you're going to have some consistency to it. And again, we'll talk about what to post and you will share ideas about what's effective. But the point is that you're going to make a commitment. And again, you're just going to choose one of these bolded major ways: direct mail, personal marketing, social media, online, doing a YouTube channel. This isn't social media. This is online, doing a podcast, doing a YouTube channel, using any one of the many other, on Facebook, there's some choices within Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn of doing, the videos that show up at the top, doing different parts of that. We'll get to that as we go along. And finally, print. And again, if you're going to publish things, if you're going to advertise in print, market in print, then you want to commit to an amount of that you will do on a regular basis for the next 6 months. So what I want you to do right now is to choose one of those: direct mail, personal networking, social media, online, or print. Now, if the one you choose doesn't work after 2 weeks or a month, if you're not getting a response, if you're not getting a response fairly quickly, we're going to shift how you're doing it. You're going to shift how you're doing it. If you're not getting response at all, you may choose a different one of these categories. But I want you to choose the one that's most comfortable, you think will be most effective, and plan for that to be your choice for the next 6 months. They say, Rich, why 6 months? It's such a long time. It's going to be for the rest of your career. Imagine doing this for the next 6 months and making 10 more sales because of it, 5 more sales because of it, spending $2,000 and making $25,000. That will happen to some, maybe many of you, maybe all of you. So yes, you're committing not only for 6 months, you're committing for the duration. This is how top agents, this is one of the ways, the most common way that top agents really build what they have and keep it growing. So who you target is going to be our next topic. We'll talk about that next. But let's just flip through these. There are 4 easy choices: the way you market, who you target, we'll talk about that tomorrow. What is your message? Talk about that tomorrow. We may even start talking about what media to use based on the way you choose. So next, we'll get into the detail and choices on those things and the specific ways and specific media. Just click on the link below. I'd look forward to speaking with you.